coming this way. Wait a minute, hey, I'm ghosted!
By Roz Hernandez.
Oh my God, EJ and Rue are here.
Yay!
Hi. A real life couple.
Yes. All the more ghostly.
Yeah.
For you, my dear.
But also, you two are younger.
I mean, yeah.
Are you sure about that?
You're Gen Z.
Cusp.
We are actually
I'm
cusp.
firmly cusp.
You're cusp.
I was born in 1996, which makes you cusp.
I am technically Gen Z.
Here's what I will say, not to embarrass you, Rue, but Rue came in this room and said, "Oh my gosh, Dracula," which is to our Liberace doll.
Well, he's in a Dracula costume.
But you know what? He is.
He is.
He is very much in a Dracula costume. With
And
his,
he's ghostly white. He's pale.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I completely, I love it. Now that's always going to be Dracula for me. But how's everybody doing?
Really good.
It's amazing weather today.
It's rainy.
Yeah.
I'm very self-conscious of my glasses because I hate glasses in the rain.
Yeah.
They fog up.
Well,
they
and
just
they
get
just get
wet.
wet.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden it's revealed, okay, my glasses are disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm covered in oil everywhere.
Yeah.
One time, I'll never forget it, one day in history, my glasses were not dirty. It was a
How did
great
you-
day. It was the day I bought them.
Yeah.
Oh, and
But
everything was different.
I've been wearing glasses for 20 years. They've always been disgusting.
Yeah.
Were you happy when you needed to get glasses? Were you secretly like, oh, yay?
No.
You were sad.
You don't need glasses?
I don't.
He does. He does need glasses.
I don't. I literally went to the Rue's okay.
No, because EJ.
I went to the eye doctor.
Don't even start.
I went to look at us fighting on your podcast.
Yeah, I don't like
went
that
to
energy.
the eye doctor 2 weeks, or a month ago, whatever. And they said my vision was basically 2020.
What
very
is
close,
basically
very
2020?
close to 2020. I said to the eye doctor's telling me
Okay.
you don't need glasses right now.
Just so you know, 2020 was the worst year in all of our lives. So maybe that's what he
Yeah.
was referring to.
Right.
He's like, you're basically 2020. You remember that? Ugh.
Roz, she.
Yeah.
She.
The eye doctor.
Oh.
Misogynist.
I forget. I forget
Z.
sometimes that women can be doctors. I'm sorry.
She was a badass.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to talk about ghosts, though.
Okay.
So, EJ, you were on once
I was trying to remember
with
what
Shelby
I...
years ago.
Years and years ago. I was trying to remember that. Because I
Yes.
think maybe what I talked about was the time I did a Ouija board and my cat started running around the room crazy.
Oh.
Does that sound familiar?
That could be.
But it's probably ultimately the sound of the scraping of the board got the cat riled up rather than any ghost.
Okay.
Whoa.
I feel
Sorry, ladies.
Sorry to... That's crazy energy to be bringing on this podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
not on this podcast.
But I do believe in ghosts with evidence.
It doesn't seem like it.
Okay, well, Rue, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, if you're
Okay.
so
If-
ghost
yeah.
expert.
So now, Rue, didn't you tell me before that you grew up Wiccan, or did I make that up?
I did grow up Wiccan.
Yeah.
So I grew up very much as a believer in the spiritual realm, the metaphysical, things like that.
Okay, honestly, done this podcast since early radio days. I don't think we've ever had anyone that grew up Wiccan.
I know.
Oh my
I think
God.
it's because it's relatively new age. I think it's probably uncommon for people to have been raised in the tradition.
Well, because I feel like
Probably.
most of your mom's Wiccan friends are closer to our age, right?
My mom has a lot of younger Wiccan friends, but she also has a lot of older Wiccan friends. But it's usually something people find, from my observation, it's like a reaction to a sort of Christian upbringing and
Right.
wanting to sort of have the community, a religious community outside of all the ways Christianity can be complicated and oppressive. Not always.
Yeah, we definitely have a listenership of witches of all ages.
Wow. Yeah,
I-
that makes sense. I actually was wondering if my mom listened to this podcast because, you're the exact kind of person she would love to listen to on a podcast.
You know, when you said that she knows older witches,
Uh-huh.
that is one of my demographics.
Hmm.
I mean, honestly,
Older witches.
I mean, honestly,
Older witches. Dare I say like an elderly witch, like a
Yeah.
70, 80-year-old witch. I've never done a comedy show without at least one in the audience.
Wow.
That rocks. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
there's
That
always
is
at least
awesome.
one older witch that will come to the show, and then if I do a meet and greet, she's like, "Eat this apple," but like as a fan because she brought me an apple, or like no, they do bring me spells and stuff. Sometimes
Yeah.
they'll give me a charm or a little.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
a little bundle.
Older witches love me.
So
my mom
cool.
made us little bundles to put in our car that we have not done yet.
Yes.
In our cars.
Yeah.
They're charm bags with all sorts of numerology and things of that nature. But I will say this, is that a lot of people are fake witches. Like a lot of people are sort of like broadly, or no, I wouldn't say fake, but I will say like people are sort of spiritual and they like crystals and sort of
Especially in LA.
Yeah, like a mishmash of sort of like unspecified spirituality. But like
Right.
the tradition I grew up in is like Gardnerian traditional witchcraft. It's like British Wicca. There's like books. It's like very specific.
This book.
There's like books and like a tradition and a path laid out. Like it's not just random stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that. I've dabbled. I've done my research, and because I've had my moments where I'm like, is Wicca for me? But I am one of these people that's kind of like, well, I kind of want to take this from there and this from there and put it all together.
Sure.
But I understand. So you were raised in that. Were you doing like spells as a kid?
Yeah, totally. Like when I was like young, every night before going to bed, my mom would cast the circle in my room. Like she'd be like guardians of the watchtower to the north, like and like all the cardinal directions, and you'd sort of cast a circle, and like that was like a sort of spiritual fortification of safety. It was very comforting. Very comforting.
As a kid, you were like that felt important to you to have that.
Yeah, I think so. It was very comforting.
So are you still a practitioner?
No, I'm not. Mostly because I'm like, and this is something I'm trying to change about myself, but I'm not a great team player or joiner. And like, I'm very grumpy a lot. And I get turned off from communities really easily.
Yeah, you don't want to be the grumpy one in the coven.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. You don't.
Because
And,
part
you know,
of being a part of the community like that is you do accept the people that are annoying or the things that you don't necessarily want to do.
That is
like,
part of being in community.
It really
I'm
is.
really trying to internalize. Especially
hard.
now. We need community.
Wait, this actually reminds me. We talk a lot about ghost stuff, spooky. Scariest, biggest fear I've ever had in my life. Going to a restaurant in public, talking shit about someone, and they're at the next table.
Oh, and then
They're at the next
and
table.
that happened to us last week.
And that happened to us. We were at full volume talking shit for at least 10 minutes about
in a
somebody.
group of people, everyone contributing something.
With one person that didn't know the person, so we were like really explaining who this person
we were
was.
like describing their physical appearance, little things
Which
about
I don't want to even
them.
get specific, but let's just say
No.
there's some unique accoutrement to
Okay.
this person.
I was like, Rue, don't do it.
Don't do it, Rue. We
Don't
already
do it.
went through
I'm
this.
not going to say anything specific.
But I all of a sudden looked over our one friend's head, and I was like, Rue, I turned to Rue and I'm like, Rue, is that the person?
Yup.
And you confirmed for me it was. And
A
then
mere, 10 feet away? Not even. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was scary.
It was funny. Well, and then the next day, do we have the same manager? Is Adam
Yes.
your manager? The next day, I texted Adam to tell him the story, and he was like, "That's so funny. I'm literally on a Zoom with Roz right now."
Yeah, I told him to.
I mean,
Okay, hang on a second. I need ghost stories.
Okay.
Or they're gonna cancel this
That makes
podcast.
sense.
Okay. So you better come up with something.
this is just a small one,
Mhm.
but we are having an issue with the lamps in our house
Mhm.
where it does feel like in certain moments,
Mhm.
and this is maybe me being, but I am a believer of
Mhm.
these things, but like my bedside table lamp turns off and on in a way that does feel like it's linked to like energetically. Like if I'm
If
like,
you come stomping into the room,
it's not always stomping.
if you come stomping in, that
It's
lamp's turning on.
Not always stomping. 'Cause
Welcome
it's not
to
always,
the Wiccan Skeptic.
I know.
Hey, but I'm saying that's energy.
But for me, I'm like, I don't really stomp as much as Rue does. Like, I'm a little bit lighter on my feet.
Okay, well, you're 130 pounds. I'm 200. So yeah, you don't stomp as hard as me. I should hope.
But anyway, so when I'm like rushing around the house or I'm like stressed, I do feel like the lamp is turning on in a random way.
Yeah.
So that's been something that we've been noticing.
Oh, also, our first apartment was haunted. Oh my God, I have an amazing ghost story. The Nutcracker.
Oh my God.
Roz, this is actually terrifying. This will chill you to your bones. Do we have a moment for a story?
No.
Do you have a minute? Okay.
Please.
So our first apartment in LA was disgusting.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
What part of town?
It was like between K-Town and Silver Lake.
It was like that sort of zone. Which,
And it was the kind of thing where like we had just moved here. We didn't have jobs. We had like kind of bad credit, whatever. And we were like really scared we were never going to get approved for an apartment anywhere. And so this apartment...
Well, because we kept on getting denied from places as people were like, you have no income, no credit. Why would you?
Yeah. And so this apartment... we found on Craigslist.
Craigslist for sure. Like blurry photos, like all lowercase call phone number.
We show up, they're like, they just like give us like the lockbox code to like let ourselves in.
Yeah.
We go in, fully furnished, weird.
Yeah, but furnished in like a weird way.
Like we're like maybe it was an Airbnb. It looked very strange.
But it looked like someone went to Salvation Army like one day and was like, all right, well, we have everything. And it's like, okay, yeah, technically that's like a couch and a chair and a painting of a daisy.
Yeah, but it was weird vibes.
Printed on
like it felt like no one had been in there for like a really long time. We were like, okay.
But we go in the bathroom. In the toilet is shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, they wanted to show you that it worked.
Yeah.
That's where you can go.
Fully shit.
So anyway, needless to say, obviously we're like, perfect, it's ours. Like, and we're like, perfect.
She was like, no credit check needed.
Yeah.
When can you move in?
Okay.
We're like 24 years old. Like, I mean, this is a dream come true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we were like, God, we were calling all our friends, guys, we got an amazing apartment. Yeah. It's amazing. And
it was big.
It was big and it was in our budget. And we were like, great. And things just kind of started happening with it. A lot of which, we did kind of come to find out that I think previous to being apartments, that building had been a place where people came to buy drugs, like resided there, maybe if they were having a hard time.
Methamphetamine was specifically the accusation that was leveraged by the upstairs neighbor.
Yeah. So I think that like it was one of those things where like due to many reasons, people had been disenfranchised in the area. Like it was like a lot of
stuff. Like being so woke about it.
But it was like
it was a flop house.
It was
flop house. And there would always be like weird sounds, blah blah blah. Like we'd hear like scraping under the floor. Come to find out that someone had been living in the crawl space right underneath it. What's that called? Frogging?
Frogging.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
We had a frogger.
And the way that ultimately some of this information came out was that our neighbor, like in the same building, like knocks on our door frantically and is like, hey, did you see anyone going into my house? Like she'd been out of town for a couple days. This whole thing. We were like, no, what's going on? She realized someone had broken into her house because they had fed her cat.
And so that's nice.
I know. It is. It kind of is like.
I mean, honestly, the guy living in the crawl space, that didn't really bother me that much. Like, actually, not to be too woke, but I was like, I only noticed random scraping that I thought was squirrels, and so I'm like, if someone's like under, like, it didn't bother me.
I mean, it's like totally, but going
to flush.
Yeah, he needs to flush, exactly.
And also like, and also it's like, like a sweet sentiment. He's like feeding her cat, but it's like, I mean, it's not great to think about someone being in your home when you're not there and sort of touching your stuff. Like, I feel like that's a fair thing to not want.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, we think it was maybe multiple people. But anyway, so like that first holiday season we moved to LA, EJ and I, we were only dating for 2 years, so we did the holidays separately. So I came back one night at like midnight, 1 a.m., like from LAX. And so the way it was set up is like there was, to get to the front door of our apartment, there was a driveway, and then you like make a left and then another left, and then it's the front door. So to illustrate, like it's not something you would stumble upon walking on the street.
Yeah, it's pretty hidden entrance.
I get there, perched at the top of the steps, right in front of the front door, is this like fucked up Nutcracker statue. It's just they're like this,
staring at the door.
and I was like, oh my God, like, how did this get here? What is this? I'm like texting all of our friends, like, of which we have 4 because we just moved to LA. So I text all 4 people we know. I was like, hey, anybody leave me like a Christmas surprise? Everyone's like, no, that's really scary. I like texted to EJ, and EJ's sister's like, check it for cameras.
Oh, she's my sister. I know. She immediately goes, check it for cameras and also bombs. I was like, don't say that.
I rip this wooden Nutcracker apart. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I like go to sleep in the house, but I barricade myself inside of the bedroom and sleep with all of the lights on because I'm terrified. Next day, I go to our friend Michelle's house because I'm like, I can't be in the house. It's haunted. I come back. There is a leak so in the apartment above us, no one lives. At one point for 1 month, someone did live there, but she moved out because she said the house was haunted and she knows because she's a witch. She literally skipped out on the lease, like lost thousands of dollars. Yeah, she was like, I cannot live there because there's ghosts here. So I get back to the apartment because I'm running freaking scared to Silver Lake proper. I march my ass on back down to Rampart Village. I get to the bedroom. In the ceiling, there's water dripping from the upstairs
it had been
apartment.
Raining, so I think at first you were like,
At first it had been raining, so I was like, maybe the rain came in through the window. But I go up there. I like look at the window. There's like no open windows in the room where the water would be coming from. So I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? So I'm like, I know the lockbox combo for the key to get into the studio apartment upstairs where the water's coming from. So me and my other neighbor were like, okay, we're going to check it out together. I go to the lockbox to find the key. Lockbox smashed open, key gone.
Okay.
So we call the landlord. The landlord calls the locksmith. And this is where the story really kind of hits a brick wall. The landlord calls the locksmith. The locksmith opens the door. He says to the landlord, all right, $200, which is expensive, but that is how much it costs to get holiday service. What do you get? Like, that is a very normal price for such a service.
Locksmiths, you find you a locksmith, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Locksmiths make money.
Yeah.
But basically, the landlord was like,
the landlord was a horrible person.
The landlord was he was an alcoholic. He came in to fix our oven one time. I asked him to fix our oven. He comes to fix our oven. It is clear that it needs to be replaced. And I was like, okay, can you replace it? He goes, why would I replace it if I'm gonna bulldoze this place in 2 months and put up a high rise?
We were like, LA is really scary.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so it's rent stabilized, so that's fine. You owe me $20,000. Anyways, long story short, he refuses to play the locksmith. The locksmith goes, okay, locks the door back up, runs away. I never slept another night in that apartment complex. We moved out immediately.
But didn't we find out, I don't remember how we found this out, that the spot that had been leaking was where the bathtub was?
Yes.
And so it was like,
somebody died in that bathtub.
Or something. Like, because that only happens if it's overflowing. I feel like when it leaks through the freaking... Yeah.
I mean, we never found out, but yeah, I won't bore you with the details, but pretty much through some very strategic maneuvering and searching of city records, I did find out the apartment had been illegally subdivided and that they could not legally collect rent from us.
Yeah.
So
we basically squatted there for
ended up squatting
a couple months and then we moved.
But squatting in that, technically the lease was still good, but we left. Yeah.
So
So
that was crazy.
It was like ghost sort of walking.
There was definitely really intense energy in the place.
Yeah.
I will say, it was something was dark there, and there was a lot of stuff going on with the landlords and the people frogging or whatever, but there was ghostly energy.
There was definitely ghostly energy. For sure, people had been murdered there. For sure.
And stuff would happen in our space. I feel like there was stuff that we'd noticed and I'd be like, did we move that? But then it's
constantly discovering crawl spaces that were at this time we were also running in a sort of an unpermitted pet hotel. And we
were
had
strapped for
these
cash.
2 kittens that were staying with us. And one morning we wake up, the kittens gone.
Oh, that was rough.
And
that was really rough.
And mind you, these kittens belong to the daughter of Johnny Knoxville. Lovely girl, but who we went to school with. So
Jenny
we were
Knoxville?
Johnny Knoxville.
No, but is her name Jenny Knoxville?
Oh, yeah. Ginny, actually.
Yeah.
No, very nice girl we went to school with, but I was like, we cannot lose Johnny Knoxville's grand kittens.
Yeah.
Turns out they had discovered a crawl space that had been like painted over, but the kittens like discovered it, like like shredded it open,
Busted their way
out. We found them. They were like 2 feet from the house.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God. Well, they're Knoxvilles. They probably,
Exactly.
you know, they're
They're
afraid to get hurt.
daredevils. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about Sylvia Browne?
well, I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
Okay.
Is that the Long Island medium?
I just
Is this
love,
bad?
well, I don't know who that is. Okay. So Sylvia Browne was before the Long Island medium.
Mm-hmm.
Very 80s, 90s, 2000s. She made a lot of predictions, and she would go on this TV show called The Montel Williams
Oh, yes.
Show.
I've seen this show.
She would be a guest on there, and then people in the audience would ask questions, and she would fire off answers, whether she thought it out or not. She would just go for it. And, you know, I'm sure she was right at times, but there was definitely a lot of not so great
I mean,
guesses.
Okay.
But you know what? Master of improv. She would roll with it.
I mean, and that's a talent.
Actually, she's real hot right now. I mean, she's been dead for a number of years, but her clips have really been going around. Amy Poehler just did an impression of her essentially on SNL. They used a different name. It was like a different character, but it was Sylvia
her.
Browne. Let me show you the most iconic clip.
oh,
Okay.
yes.
Jiha, can you show us Honey the Land?
Who is in our house, first of all?
George and Hazel Pinkering. Pickering.
Look at this woman.
I would look it up on, you know, the background of the house.
Our house is only 10 years old.
Honey, the land.
Oh, okay.
How old do you think the land is?
Honey,
Well, very old. I know
All
once
land
upon
is
a time
ancient.
it was.
Yeah.
Honey the Land.
honey, the land.
So
she
just
doesn't skip. She's like,
doesn't skip a beat.
Instant.
That's so funny. I like how they both have red hair for one.
Hell yeah.
I mean, do you believe, I guess I would ask both of you, what's the degree to which you believe in the legitimacy of like mediums, psychics?
Not real until you prove me otherwise.
Yeah.
Kind of.
yeah.
But
there's a lot of fakers, obviously.
I mean, I feel bad because I say this constantly, but I'll say it to the two of you. I always think of it like it's sense of humor. Everybody's got it, a little bit of something, you know? But when you commit to being like, this is my job,
Yeah.
you got to take a lot of risks and a lot of them bomb.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's similar.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard for me to believe. I've been to one psychic in my life, and I feel like, well, first of all, she asked me my birthday before anything else. And so then she knew my like sign or whatever. And then it just felt like she was, and I'm a Pisces. And then she kind of like the whole time was like, you love water.
All right.
And I was like, this is not.
That's why the bathtub overflowed on top of me.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
It follows me
What
everywhere.
about you, Rue?
I think I believe in it, but I don't think that a legitimate psychic is going on the Montel Williams show. Like, I think a legitimate psychic, like, maybe lives, like, in a village and is, like, a healer.
Right.
But doesn't have a
Village.
TikTok, is not, like, doing Zoom sessions, is not going on Maury Povich or whatever.
Okay.
Because they don't need to do all that.
They don't need to do all
How
that.
do they make money, though?
Well, I think a legitimate psychic doesn't seek to make money from their spiritual gifts.
So they're
Yeah,
like a
I'm
cashier at the grocery store or something?
Yes,
They're just,
they have a
I'm
side
sure there's a
hustle.
lot of people like that.
That's
that
what I
are
think.
Just living a normal life, but they are like incredible psychics.
Yeah.
they're like tapped into something.
Yeah.
But let's watch Sylvia because this is, I mean, I truly consider doing this if all else fails.
Yeah.
Just from watching her because she's so good at just pulling things out and going with
Yeah.
it. Let's just watch a series of clips from her. Jiha, what do you got for us?
Every time I go to my brother's home, my sister-in-law says, "You are surrounded by angels."
Her mouth
that
is
true?
wide open.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Thank you.
It's a shame she isn't.
Oh. So she throws shade.
You had a question for Sylvia.
Oh, she's so satisfied after throwing
It's a
that one
shame
out.
she isn't.
Yeah, I mean, she was a sassy lady. Let's see another one.
Hi, Sylvia. My name is Hesna, and I'm about 18 years ago. My father went on a business trip and never returned. The day that he was supposed to come, he called and never came. My family searched high and low, no results. So I just want to know if he's dead or alive.
No, he's alive in Florida.
Oh. Does that make sense?
No.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. You know, that's like going out for a pack of cigarettes and not coming back.
I can use a cigarette right now. Does that make sense? No.
Does that make sense? No. No.
She's sobbing.
No. I mean, where'd she get Florida from? I don't know. But
I mean, that's where
if
probably the deadbeat dads go to disappear.
Yeah.
It's a likely place, yeah.
But I mean, if you can just pull out like one noun, it makes it so that you're not lying anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes it seem that way.
Yeah.
Ask me a question.
What's your earliest memory?
No, you have to be like
psychic.
a client, and I'm Sylvia.
Okay. Is my grandmother proud of me?
Wait, I have to have my mouth wide open like she had.
Yeah.
Is my late grandmother proud of me?
No. See?
Because she's like, it's also like the mouth open is like she's concentrating so hard.
She's channeling.
She's
see
channeling.
Your grandmother right now.
Uh-huh.
Your grandmother says, yes, and you should go to Florida.
She's got to
Does
deal
that
with...
make any sense?
Yes.
No.
She's got to deal with the Florida Tourism Board.
Show me another one, Jiha, please.
Could you also tell me my spirit guide's name?
His name is Mallory. Mallory.
Thank you.
Male.
The biting.
His name is Mallory.
Mallory.
Never heard
Male.
of a man named Mallory before.
I kind of
But
like
you
it,
know
though.
what? But that's why you would go, well, she can't be making this up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too
it's
outrageous.
Just implausible. Yeah.
She knew it instantly.
Yeah, a lot of people would ask, who's the ghost in my house? What's my spirit guide's name? And she, quick as can be, his name is Edmund.
Edmund.
Jiha.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. I was just wondering if I had any past lives and what they were.
Yeah, you've had 37 past lives.
God.
And your last life was in Jerusalem. And it was about 100 years ago. And you were a rabbi.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
This girl's just like,
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
that's exactly what I came here for. Thank you. But I mean, she can just come up with it. It's just brilliant. I think it's so good. Keep going, please.
I would like to know my future husband's name.
Your husband's name. You got a phone number with it too?
Yes.
Justin.
Jesse?
Justin.
Oh, Justin.
Justin.
No.
What do you say?
Wait. How do you know? You're the one asking.
Thank you.
I love
Wait.
that.
So if a guy walked up to you and said his name was Justin, you wouldn't go out with him. That guy could be a billionaire, could be the nicest guy in the world. You wouldn't date him just because his name was Justin?
I've been in a relationship for 9 years, and we love each other very much, but he hasn't asked me to marry him yet.
Oh, well, guess what, homie?
He won't either.
I'm also like, what kind of fucking gall do you have to be like asking this obviously fake psychic a question and then be so 10 toes down rejecting what she has to say, kind of? That you'd be like, no. It's like, no, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you're putting your trust in this. You don't get to switch it up on the system.
You're like,
I'm
Sylvia.
just like, no, I'm like, if you're getting on the train, ride it to your stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you're signing up for what you're whatever you're getting.
Be a good sport.
Yeah. Be a good sport. Yeah. Yeah. It is really random to ask such a specific question and go, no.
Well, I'm like, if
it's
you
like also you're not
she's
engaged.
like, I was testing you this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm engaged.
But it sounds like she's not even engaged.
But she's not even engaged because he won't propose.
Oh, that's right. And he never will.
9 years, no ring. Well, yeah, I would be curious about that.
Yeah.
9 years?
Totally.
Now, do you have any ghost stories? Any other ghost stories?
Well, we were talking about the trip, the cabin.
Oh, well, Lydia's bed breaking.
Yeah.
I guess that's not really ghost.
Okay, here's what I need you to channel is your inner Sylvia.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta. I'm asking for a ghost story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it to me.
Okay.
Well, I know, I've heard that cats really toe the line between the living and the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about this, or is this part of your ghostliness at all?
I mean, yeah, animals, they say,
Yeah,
can see ghosts and
they're more tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My childhood cat died a few months ago, and he was literally 22 years old.
Oh my God.
So he needed to go, but he died a few months ago, and he would always get his tongue sticking out. Like his tongue would be sticking out. Like he wouldn't realize it, but he would have his tongue sticking out.
It would just be stuck.
It would be stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Looking
before
real stupid.
Even before he got ancient. And we have 2 cats in our apartment. Neither of them has ever done that. The day my childhood cat passed, walk into the bedroom, our cat Corbin, tongue sticking out.
That's a ghost story.
Yeah.
That felt like genuinely.
That is a ghost story.
I was kind of like, that's kind of crazy. The day he died, I've never seen that behavior before.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Took a picture, sent it to my family, said, I think Dill's spirit is here.
Yeah.
So what do you think that is? Do you think that your childhood cat came in and was like, hey, it'd be really funny? Or do you think that your childhood cat is now inside of your current cat somehow?
I don't know if he's inside of him, but I do feel like there is maybe communication that wasn't there before because he left his physical form or, is no longer Earthside. They're able to have a bit more of a dialogue and feel connected.
I think he was passing on a message to you.
To be like, I'm okay.
Yeah, to be like, I'm okay. Like, pour your love into Corbin.
Yeah.
Not Miriam, but Corbin.
Miriam is different energy. She's the other cat. She's got very witchy.
We call her a little witch.
She's a witch.
Like
She's also a Halloween cat. We got her on Halloween.
We got her on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Corbin the cat, like he's constantly, especially honestly at our last place, he would be staring at the wall, like blank white wall, and he's like this.
Yeah, I do feel like
Looking
cats
around.
see stuff.
Yeah, that's because you had a Frogger. There was somebody behind that wall moving around.
It's like, yeah, definitely he's hearing shit. Yeah.
Do you know there's a TV show that's like a Frogger? Like, shit, I should probably look it up. It's one of these shows where it's like a person telling a story and there's reenactments and like each episode is just like one story.
Like that show that used to be on The Haunting or Haunting.
It's very like that.
Was obsessed with that show. Did you ever watch that show, Gracie?
No.
Oh my God.
It's like a ghost stories show.
It would be like a reality, quote unquote.
I think it's called
show.
Frogging, Hide Her in My House.
Oh,
jeez.
And I started watching it on Tubi one time and it's good.
Oh, it's on
and if anyone's listening, they don't know that term. It's a person that's secretly living in your house, which I think it needs to be talked about more in the conversation of ghosts. Like,
yeah, because people assume ghosts and it's like, no, it's just a guy.
Yeah. And I wouldn't doubt that landlord that you had probably also has an ad that's like, crawl space.
Yeah.
$200 a month.
For the crawl space.
Yeah.
Can I play you some ghost voices?
Oh, yeah.
It's time for EVPs or EV Please.
Oh. What's EVP stand for?
Electronic Voice Phenomena.
They would do this all the time on that one show. What was it called?
Well, there's a lot of shows.
But The Haunting
was one.
The Haunting was one. We should watch some.
Okay.
It's so
spooky.
good.
I love reenactments.
Oh, I get so scared.
And they do a live reenactment with actors. It's so awesome.
I get so scared.
Nothing's better than celebrity ghost stories, though. I'm telling you should watch that one. Okay, so here's what happens. Okay. Electronic voice phenomena is what we call in the industry whenever a ghost is captured speaking. Sometimes it's like, oh, someone's just taking a video, and then all of a sudden they're like, what was that? Okay. And then people put them up on YouTube. I take 2 of them, and I'm going to play them for you, and I want you to tell me what you hear. Okay. And then I'll give you A, B, C, D.
Okay.
One of them is what the person that posted it believes it's saying. This first one is from a person named the Orb Queen, Pennsylvania.
Yes, girl.
One of my mom's friends, no doubt.
And it appears to be like a ring cam footage, and the Orb Queen caught this. Oh, clear as day.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me play it again.
I know exactly what it's saying.
Let's hear your guesses, EJ.
I want you dead.
What about you, Rue?
Hey, put that down.
Okay, I hear put that down.
I hear both of yours. But that's not what they thought.
Okay.
Did they think it was A, hey, do you use Vine? Maybe it's like a 2013 ghost. Like maybe they died then.
That's what they thought it
That's
said?
way too many syllables in the second
this
clause.
is one option.
Oh, one option. Okay.
Did they think it was B, hey, do you mind?
I can see that.
C, hey, where's my head?
Okay, so that one's way
Or
too
D.
up.
Neither land.
I think B.
I think B as well.
Hey, do you mind is correct.
Hey, do you mind?
Hey, do
you mind? Quit filming me. Okay, this next one is from WV Ghost Chronicles. I'm guessing West Virginia.
West Virginia.
What's this ghost saying? Oh, that's good. That's good. It's clear as day.
One more time.
Guesses?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
That one's really hard for me. Can I hear it one more time?
Really? It sounds so obvious.
Like, to me, it sounds like a sneeze.
Oh.
Well, neither of those are what they thought. Did they think it was A, Progresso soup?
That's pretty good.
B, aggressive 2. C, don't threaten me. Or D, EJ and Rue.
Rue, shut up.
I think it was B, the one that had 2 in it.
Aggressive 2.
Yeah. I think it was
that one's
aggressive
the most.
They think it's C, don't threaten me.
It's not me.
People are like projecting so much onto these ghosts because I feel like the presumption is, I mean, I'm sure you talk about this a lot in the show, but the people presume sometimes malintent.
Yeah.
Are you of the frame of mind that a ghost is around because of unfinished business or some sort of vendetta? Or do you think like some people just sort of like incidentally become ghosts and it's random?
I think this is just one of my working beliefs. If you die at peace, okay, where you're like, I know I'm going to die, I've accepted it, then you have the ability to sort of like come visit your friends when they're on the Montel Williams show or whatever. I think you can like, that's more the vibe.
You can kind of elect.
But I think if you die like instantly and you're like, what the fuck? You don't even know that you're dead, I think. I think that's one of the things. And I think that goes along with like the unfinished business thing, because the people that were at peace, like they got their business taken care of, and they can come back because they like this house or whatever.
Right.
But then there's people that are like stuck because they had something that they wanted to achieve or.
Yeah. Do you think ghosts are the same? Like, are ghosts the same as, like, you know, when someone dies and people are like, oh, like if you see like a red cardinal, like that's me coming back or something. And then after they pass, then when someone sees a red cardinal, they're like, oh, that's my mom or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that the same as a ghost or like a visit from a spirit? Or is that just like, what is that? Or what's the difference?
I really think that if you like die at peace, or like if you figure out like to go to the light or whatever, then I feel like you have the powers that you could do stuff like that. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because I also think there's people that are dead and they're just pissed about it and they don't want to be dead, and that's why they're ghosts. But then like if they go to the light, then they have the power to be like, oh my God, it'd be sickening if I was a dragonfly and I just like go visit them.
Yeah.
I think you're like, you have privileges if you're like okay with being dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if for whatever reason you're resisting it, or like it happens so suddenly and you don't even know that you're dead, or you're just like unhappy, period. Like, I don't know. I think there's just like a lot of reasons why people get stuck.
So that's why there are more children ghosts then.
Are there?
Yeah, because I don't think
guess.
the kids know any different.
Yeah.
Like, or I think like they don't know how to process that. And then all of a sudden they're just like dead in the 1800s in the lacy dress. And now they're just like, la, la, la.
And they're like trying to play. Like, I feel like I hear stories about that where it's like
the ghosts are they always have a ball that they're rolling.
Yeah, with a
they're
stick.
like trying to play with you.
Those lame ass 1800 toys.
But like, here's my question. How did the toy become a ghost? How did the ball, did someone pop the ball and now it's dead?
Maybe they have to be holding the toy at the moment of impact.
When it happens. It's like when you go on like a time machine. Like if you hop in, whatever you have with you.
You bring
but
it with you?
But it depends, because there's some versions where you're naked, like in The Time Traveler's Wife.
Oh.
Or Austin Powers.
Oh,
right. Well, maybe that's also like, maybe the toy isn't ghostly and that's why we see things moving on their own.
Right.
I have some questions. What do you think of Bigfoot?
Oh, well, you know,
I have a well-developed theory on Bigfoot.
I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so I grew up very familiar
Rue,
with
where
Bigfoot.
are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
Oh.
Yeah.
So your mom really might be the orb queen.
No, literally. She might know orb queen _ Pennsylvania.
Okay, so you grew up in the culture?
I grew up in the culture. It's a very big part of the culture. It really is.
Oh, I was just recently at the Seattle airport and there was like so much merch of Bigfoot.
Well, and this is going to go into what Rue is about to talk about because we watched this documentary together that you're going to reference. But
is it the one that ends up being like a weed thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really connected to that. But I do think there's sound stuff there because I think that like there's definitely a lot of people living off the land in the Pacific Northwest and being sort of
I need the land.
The land.
I mean,
back
it's
to the
fertile
land.
as fuck.
Yeah. It's fertile as all get out.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't cuss.
Yeah. No, I do. But anyway, yes. But we watched this documentary about it a little bit. But it's, I mean, do you want to explain the theory?
So there's an observed phenomenon of Vietnam War veterans, of like a psychological phenomenon where people are just like really distressed from PTSD. And so they sort of like sink into the woods and like do things like cover themselves with like mud or wear sticks in their hair, or like these like big burly men who are just sort of haunted by the crimes they've committed under coercion by the state. Okay. Not sure how political you like to get, but
it's fine.
I think it's like probably many large crazy men.
Yeah, it's like traumatized vets who like adorn themselves in furs and then run through the woods.
Like it's like how they dress in yellow jackets, but it's like men in their 70s.
Yeah. Drugs are also obviously a big part of this too, where it's like the, you know, the sort of like shroom and weed culture in the
But how do they stay hidden?
Well, I think they're like hermits.
Yeah.
They're really out there.
Like there's so many people who really live out there.
Well, there's so much like densely forested land like in Oregon and Washington that is really like you could fully have like
and
a little
Northern California.
Yeah, in Northern California where there's like, I mean, that was actually one of the most striking things about this documentary. We should find out what it's actually called because we keep referencing it. But like there were these like sweeping like bird's eye view shots of just like, because I grew up in Portland, and so I grew up very familiar with the like feeling of being in a forest. Like a lot of Portland is forest, honestly. But like the sweeping bird's eye view shot of like this densest, like thick evergreen trees, and you're like, anything could be happening out there.
Anything can be happening.
We would have no freaking idea.
That's so scary to think about, like, just being out there.
No, that's
Yeah.
the scariest thing
and
about
people
being
do,
in the
like-
woods. Like when we're hiking and camping and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this is so cliche, but I am so much more scared to encounter like a random human
Yeah.
than like an animal.
Because they don't want to be found, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think about past lives?
100% believe in them.
And you?
I believe in them too. I
Are
feel
you
like-
just saying that because
No.
Rue said it?
Yeah.
I do really believe in them. I believe in them. And I feel like my strongest evidence is just like, I really feel like some people I meet and I'm like, we've met before.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I just know that I know you. Like, I feel like the people I'm closest to, for the most part, the day, like, I can remember like meeting them and being like, this is just not the first time we've met. There's something deeper there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a familiarity that it couldn't be just like, oh, we have stuff in common.
Yeah, it's like the last time, I swear it was like the Renaissance period, but I was
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's that.
I definitely believe in them. My mom is a huge believer in them.
Yes.
She has my whole life said that she believes that we have been spending many lifetimes together. But then also she says my sister is a new soul, which I mean, I think it's clear who the favorite child is with that information.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But I think, I also think just some, especially when you work with kids, and I mean, maybe this is like because of trauma or stuff going on at home, but some seem way more wizened than the others. Like there are just like some kids.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I used to spend a lot of time like working in kindergarten classrooms, and there were just like a lot of kids who had a sort of like strength and wisdom to them. And it wasn't maturity. It was something different of like you sort of natively, or like you have this like innate knowledge that the other kids aren't working with. And I think it's because you're like not stressing because you've like have seen all this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Been there,
kids are
done
really
that.
good sources of
Yeah.
like proof of past
Yeah.
lives, because it is like, I mean, it's like, oh, kids say the darndest things or whatever. But it's like, I mean, the amount of times, like, because we both used to work with kids a lot, like the amount of times you would hear like a 4-year-old just be like, no, I know.
Yeah.
You're like, this is what this is. And they're like, I'm well
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah.
It's like a very,
I'm older than you.
yeah. And I'm like, and you might be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're so funny.
Okay, let me ask one more.
Okay.
Conspiracy theories. Do you have a favorite one? That's
Yes.
like just like a fun one.
The Great American Streetcar Scandal. I mean, I'm sure people have said this before.
No, what? I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's featured in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but it's the idea that the Ford company went and brought up streetcar companies around the country and ripped up the track so that people would be forced to participate in car culture.
I thought that was just true.
It's not, well, they say there's like a whole congressional hearing about it, but
They did other things to incentivize driving, though.
yes, I mean, of course, that was not the only thing.
Yeah, but that one's like not quite proven. Of like they literally,
of like
ripped it.
literally buying and ripping up the tracks.
I see.
Is not totally proven.
Yeah,
But what is white man's proof anyway?
right.
See, this is what I come here for, because it's been new that I've brought up this question of asking people about conspiracy theories, because I feel like the right has really co-opted conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of fun that we can have with conspiracy theories.
Oh my God. I mean, I
too.
also
think
think
we should
so
be
many
talking
of them
about
are
them.
true.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
just read this book, this 400, I mean, my favorite kind of book is a 400-page book about a conspiracy theory. But I read this
So you're
one-
really into conspiracy.
I'm really into conspiracy. Well, just because I'm really into, like, the history.
Do you have to sit here and listen to this all the time?
I mean, I actually really like it because it is very like I'm learning stuff, you
Yeah.
know, like
Like, that's my special interest. I'm really interested in like military history and like
Yeah.
history of like intelligence and
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you
which
know
is-
about like psychics in the military?
Are you talking about like MK Ultra and stuff?
Yeah, like all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff is really
I don't really know
interesting to
about
me.
psychics specifically in
Oh,
that, but
that-
I'm interested.
Yeah,
to
you
hear
should get
more.
into that.
I
I
will
don't
get into
either,
that.
but I know it's a
I'm gonna look
thing.
into that.
I think it's a really good point though, Roz, about like us having our like leftist perspective on conspiracy theories kind of coming
It's
out, because
fun.
I think it's like
important.
honestly important because it is like so much of American history is like literally conspired
like
to
this
like
shit is true.
make us buy
I mean,
in.
like COINTELPRO.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that is enough for anyone to like never trust the state ever again.
Wait, what is that?
That's like the way, like the FBI, like J. Edgar Hoover's FBI was like spying on like black radicals and like student activists. At one point, they like set a honey trap for MLK, and like I don't remember exactly what happened, but they either like got a recording or like a video of him flirting with another woman, sent it to Coretta Scott just to fuck with his head.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys.
Well, it's also like like the Move bombing in Philly, like stuff like that, where it's just like the government obviously like
That's when they bombed a whole city block in my neighborhood growing. Like it was like 20 years before I was born, but like so many people don't know that in the 80s, like the US government fully burned down an entire city block in
Like-
West Philadelphia, like 50 or something homes and
Homes
killed a bunch
with-
of black radicals.
because there was a bunch of black radicals like families, children, like extended families, and that like literally bombed them because the government was afraid of them. You
Like,
know,
it
like
happens all the time.
and that which is like nothing new. Of course, they've been doing this forever, but like stuff like that where I'm like, why would we believe the state? Why would you
go
trust
with
them?
it. Oh, I know. Hey, where can we find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at ru.on.the.web. Just Ru on the web, dots between the words.
You're on the web.
Hard
What
to
about
change
you?
at this point.
My name on Instagram and TikTok is EJ Having Fun.
Yay!
Yay!
Well, I'm so happy you both joined me.
Oh my god, thanks for having us. I need to like
Thanks for doing this.
I'm gonna watch a lot of live reenactments of
I cannot watch that show.
The frogging show.
That will. I can't.
Rue, I
can't
promise
watch- I
you
get
you could
so,
because
so scared.
it was made, I think I was watching it in like 2006 and
The haunting show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you it's not scary. Like the effects,
That's
the
the
visual
scary-
effects.
That doesn't
me.
reassure
I don't
me,
like that.
honestly. I get scared.
But at least you have
Okay.
somebody to watch it with.
That's
Yeah. On a rainy day.
I always put that shit on when I'm all by myself, like to go to
It's
bed,
scary.
and then I
No.
can't sleep.
Do you like horror movies? Do you watch horror movies?
Love them.
Okay.
Ugh,
Okay, cool.
I get really scared.
All right, bye.
Bye.
What's